don't stay up forever. They only stay up for like 8 hours.
Is that true? I
I
thought
mean,
that.
it just said it stays up for 8 hours. Maybe it's on Gmail or on Hangout that it only stays for 8 hours. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I mean, it said it stays up for 8 hours.
Oh, let me go ahead and mute this real quick.
Let me see if I can mute mine too. Okay. Okay. So it looks like we are live. Yay! Yeah, something's happening. I don't know what. So this is our first one. All right. So here we go.
Anything can happen, guys. Anything can.
Anything can happen. This is like my first time doing this.
Too many factors.
Huh?
Literally, there's too many factors. We got Junipy, we got Sundai. You got a lot going on over there. You know what I'm saying? We're neither one of us is technical savvy. Like anything can happen.
Whose idea was this anyways?
I don't even know. I'm not going to point any fingers, but you know, it is what it is. We're here.
Oh my goodness. Well, all right. So here we go. This is my first live. Thank you, Dave, for joining me. For those of you who this is your first time seeing me, my name is Tanika, and my channel is Tanika Tells It. I have been locked now for 11 months. This is my bird, Bookoo. Bookoo is a cockatiel. He is 16 years old. He likes chicken. Yes, I said chicken. French fries. Eggs. Yes, I said eggs. He's savage. Savage. So, yeah. Dave, why don't you tell them about yourself? I'm sure everybody here already knows you. I mean, you need no introduction, but go on ahead anyways.
Hey y'all, it's Day. Thank you for having me on here. I'm so excited about it. Just because, you know, all these factors that's going on, you never know what's really gonna happen. But this is Junipy, my boy Kike, and this is Sundai, my girl. And Junipy is basically, he's a big baby, he's a big mama's boy, but he act like he's so bad in the streets. But you know, if a butterfly or a dragonfly come just so happen to come by, you know, he might go and hide. Sundai, she's very observant. She's an introvert. She don't mess with nobody like that. She just keeps her distance, just like me. So.
Well, that is good to hear. It always amazes me how much personality birds have, especially considering that, you know, the argument is always made that birds don't know how to talk. They just mimic sounds. I mean, I don't buy that though, because I feel like I know my bird knows when he's making a inappropriate comment, when he's being disparaging, you know, when he's saying something that he's not supposed to say. And he knows when he's saying something nice. He only says, you know, inappropriate things when he is upset. You know, every other time, you know, he either doesn't say anything or he's really, you know, he says nice things. So,
that's so funny. I can't.
I mean, it's very rare that he says anything nice. I've stopped. I used to bring him to gospel choir practice, but I stopped because he had.
You tried to change him.
I did.
You tried to change him.
Y'all pray for my bird. I was, you know. I was trying to get a little TG Jakes in his soul, maybe some Tamala Man or something.
I'm so done.
But he wasn't having none of it. So he's definitely more of a trap music. He likes Cardi B. So
I'm done. He's a trap bird.
He likes Migos. So there's that. He looks like he's considering pooping on me. But yeah.
He's well mannered. He just stays in one spot. I wish Sundai would stay in one spot. She's like hopping on the bed right now, you know, Junipy.
He's really just acting like this because he heard me talking about him last night and he wants to make a liar out of me. Also, he found the lock back there that is really pissing him off. You see him keep darting from my head. I don't know what that lock back there did, but there's a lock back there that he's really upset about. So, so tell me a little bit about your locks and what made you come to the decision to get Sisterlocks.
Basically, my mom had never put in a perm in my head before. I know you mentioned, you said you never got a perm either, but I did used to get it straightened all the time. So when I transitioned from all that heat damage in like 2011, then I went natural, and basically I just felt like I did all the styles that I wanted to do to my hair. And sometimes like I just didn't want to have a fro. Like when I would do a wash and go, it would just like, no matter how long my hair was, like, because my hair was like waist length, but my fro would just like still be like that. And I'm like, sometimes I just wanted to lay down, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just want a little flow. I'm not trying to be Pam Grier every day, you know what I'm saying? So
you wanted some whip appeal.
Yeah, like without having to add on to myself. So Sisterlocks did that for me with the versatility and all of that.
So what made you decide to go with Sisterlocks over freeform locks or any other type of locks?
I actually did try the traditional, like the coils, the finger coils or whatever. I was gonna go that route, and I wore them for like a week and a half, and my hair was like this short because they shrunk, and I was like, I already big chopped, and I'm really not about that short hair life anymore. Like I've already learned to love myself with short hair, and now that my hair is grown out, I want to like be able to keep my length. And that's one thing that I also liked about Sisterlocks is you get to see your length a lot easier, even though with Sisterlocks some people do experience shrinkage. So, and then the versatility was the main thing. I didn't want to feel like I was missing out on something by not having loose hair. What about you?
Well, it's funny you should ask. So, I actually came with props. I'm going to show you exactly how I managed to get locks, why I got locks. Here it is. Here it is. Let me just lean on the frame just 1 minute. Here it is right here. See, scared the shit out of Bookoo.
Why he just left the scene like that? He wants no part. That's funny. I can't.
Bookoo was like, bitch, you tried it. New wig, who this?
And he not even coming back.
No. Oh, you should see him over in the corner just eyeballing me with disgust and disdain. Like, how dare you? So here she is, guys. So this wig right here is a 360 unit, right? Now, do you remember last year? No, it wasn't last year. Like 2.5 years ago when 360 wigs were a huge thing. Like everybody was talking about these 360 wigs that you could put on and you could put your hair up in a ponytail and you could wear your hair down and nobody would be able to see that you're wearing a wig because it's supposed to look natural, like it's your hair. Okay. So I was, I've never had a perm in my entire life. And at the time I was working at a station in Illinois. And since I never had a perm and, I was really trying to figure out how to take care of my hair, keep it protected, but still have that, what would you call it? Like predictability. The predictability of a wig. You know exactly what it's going to look like when you put it on your head. Opposed to natural hair, loose natural hair. I hate to say it, but I feel like I can since I've had natural hair all my life. Today, you can do a style just to try it, and you're not leaving your house and have a bomb ass style. But tomorrow, you do the same thing, you know, and it doesn't turn out. So then I'm going to work, going on air, looking like I literally just, you know, crawled out of some.
Didn't have a plan.
Yeah, like I didn't have a plan. Like I literally just walked off of the set of a Tyler Perry movie, and you know, you know, and I was playing the jilted lover, you know. So yeah, so I got the wig hoping that, you know, okay, so this is going to give me that versatility and, you know, that predictability that I'm looking for, right? And got the 360 wig, measured my head for it and everything, y'all. And I got it and it wouldn't fit onto my hair. It fit my head. What? But my hair was so thick. My hair is so thick that no matter how small I made the plaits or how small I made the cornrows, the damn thing would not stay on my head. So I paid $360 for a wig that I only wore once. I wore it for 1 week. And I couldn't wear it anymore because like it kept telling on me. You know what I'm saying? Because my hair is so thick. It kept telling on me. I'm over here like giving you, you know, Pocahontas, Indian, Yaqui seriousness. And then, you know, it would lift up a little bit and I would like literally just have, you know, songs of the motherland coming from my roots. It was ridiculous. You know, we gonna commit. It's either we gonna be, you know, it's either we're gonna be black and proud all the way through, or we gonna give the girl something nice and flowy, you know. So after, and I was just really pissed because I spent so much daggone money on this wig that I can't give back. It's right here. Even Bookoo's pissed off with me for buying it. You know what I mean? So like, I kind of started to think to myself, you know, can you guys quickly react to a video? I got a request. What video? What is he talking about? Hey, back to my coils. But anyways, I literally was so upset with myself for spending all that money on the wig that I immediately started looking into ways that I could have a hairstyle that would translate well on TV, that would give me the predictability that I need, that would still allow me to be authentic to who I am, to viewers on air, as well as to myself, and would still have me out here looking cute. And the only thing that I could think of was Sisterlocks, because I did have mini twists. I don't know if you remember that mini twist craze, like back in 2010, like where everybody was like doing like really small twists in their natural hair, like that would take hours and hours. I loved those. And I did them a couple of times. But when we moved to Illinois, I couldn't find any Black people in the part of town that I was in to do them. So, hey, Noretta, that's how I ended up getting Sisterlocks, because I really felt like this was the only style that I would have been able to do that would give me the versatility and predictability that I need for my career and my life, because I just can't be out here, you know, I'm a fashion commentator. I can't be out here looking raggedy if I'm talking to people on TV every week about how raggedy everybody else looks, right? So,
dang.
So yeah, so there's that. That's really why I got I got Sisterlocks. Literally, it was because of this daggone 360 wig that I still have. If anybody wants a wig for Christmas, I will send it to you. I will even pay for shipping. I have no need for it. Oh, wow. If anybody out here is looking for some kind of disguise or something, you know.
I did the same thing, except I did little tiny twists on my hair when I was thinking about getting sister locks, and I made them
Mhm.
super super tiny, and I was like, I like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Was that your first time doing them or?
Yeah. I never
Okay.
had did them that tiny. I did them real tiny just to see if I would like it, because that's the closest thing that I could get to sister locks.
Yeah. Um, so right now I'm noticing that your hair it has grown since I started following you last year. By the way, thank you so much because you're one of the first videos that I saw where so rude. The unmitigated gall of your bird.
The casualty, like
He's up there just so unbothered.
he's like, this is a good seat.
Ooh, Bookoo's still standing over there on the lamp, just looking like, you know what? I'm not coming back. I don't trust it. I don't
That
trust
was
it.
a
Put
deal
that
breaker
away.
for him.
Mm-hmm.
It was a deal
Yeah.
breaker.
So, I'm noticing that your hair has grown significantly since last year when I first started following you. What would you attribute your your hair growth, especially seeing as it seems to have grown so fast in such a short period of time? Do you even remember where you started off with it? Like what length it was when you started?
Yeah, it was not even touching my shoulders, but it was right there where you showed. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even touching my shoulders yet when I first got them. But I know nobody's really gonna like want to hear this, but I remember when I was in high school, like as women, as we're taught to like do so much type of manipulation to our hair and
Mm-hmm.
this product, try this product and that product for growth. But I noticed in high school that there were a couple of guys who their parents didn't cut their hair, and of course they were natural. The guys, the one or two guys you'll see with a ponytail, and their hair would be so thick and so natural. I mean, so thick and so healthy looking. And the girls who, we try so hard to maintain our hair, but some of our hairs was looking ate off, dry, split ends, and things like that. So really, just everybody knows that with sister locks, your hair grows a lot, just because other than the retightenings, you're really not doing too much to it. There are some people that put products in their hair that need moisture. I personally don't. I just use shampoo and I spray water or sage tea in my hair, and that's it. So I just think just leaving your hair alone, other than the retightenings.
Wait, how do you do the sage water or the iced tea? Like what? Did you say iced tea water?
Sage tea,
Sage tea.
sage
So
tea.
so how do you do that? Like do you just steep it and then use it one time, or does one thing of sage tea last you for a while? Do you have to leave it refrigerated? How does that work?
Yeah, so I learned about sage tea because like throughout the entire my almost my entire journey, like I had like really itchy scalp, and on YouTube I found this girl that was talking about the benefits of doing tea rinses in your hair, and the reason why is because it's antibacterial and it's excellent for dandruffs. Which so I had itchy scalp and I had a lot of dandruff, so I started doing the tea rinses. I just make it like regular tea. Of course, you don't want to put it in your head while it's hot, but after I finish shampooing my hair and rinsing all the water out, I pour the sage tea over my scalp also, and I haven't had any dandruff or any itching since using it. But like I'll just use the sage tea to spray on my hair, just like sometimes you wake up and it's a little bit stiff, just to give it body. That's all.
Well, I actually brought what I use on my hair. I just brought it in
Okay.
here because again, I'm really really big on having demonstrations and things of that nature. So so here's my spray bottle. And in it is a very simple concoction. I literally just use distilled water, um, and apricot seed oil. You probably, there you go. Yeah, apricot oil. And and I put some lemongrass in there too. And the lemongrass is more or less just because I like the way it smells. I love how, like, it for real, to me, lemongrass smells like Fruit Loops. And for whatever reason, that wakes me up in the morning. So I put those three things in a spritz bottle, and this will last me for like this full spritz bottle will last me for like 3 weeks. And I just spritz my hair. Like every morning I spritz my hair. And sometimes if the air is particularly dry, like it is right now because it's cold outside, so we have the heater going full blast in the house. So I'll literally just, spritz my hair in the morning and then spritz it again during the day as needed. But like, this is literally it. This is all I put in my hair. This is it. Just distilled water, apricot seed oil with a little bit of lemongrass in it because I like the way it smells. And yeah, if I have an itchy scalp, like I use like witch hazel.
Okay.
And I put some peppermint oil in it and some menthol, and that like feels so good on, especially like in the hot winter, like in the hot summer months, after you get a retighten, so your scalp is already kind of pissed. Yeah. So I love that stuff. But other than that, like, yeah, I literally do not put anything on my hair. And I've noticed a significant, like, it's just a shame. Well, not a shame, but like, this is how long my hair would be if it would just settle. If it would just settle. Like, I
feel your pain.
I mean, like, it was way shorter than this. That's the thing. Like, when I initially got them done, it was way shorter. And it's grown to this. But, I keep looking at like different pictures of people's hair and trying to figure out like, okay, so are these still starter locks or are these teenage locks? Because I would think that yours are more teenage locks, right?
Girl, I don't even know.
See, I would think that you're like teenage locks or like, not mature yet. So that in between spot.
There's 4 stages, right?
Yeah. So you got your baby, budding, teenage, and then mature, right?
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm teenage. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm budding. Like, honest to God, like I just leave it alone. Cause then when I start like looking at it, I start feeling away and getting frustrated. Like, why won't it do more? And then I come on YouTube and everybody's like, your hair's so pretty. And I'm like, but it won't do more. So.
But you're how long have you been locked again?
Next month or 2 weeks will make a year. So.
Yeah. So yeah, give it another, because we have very similar hair textures, I feel like. So like, yeah, like I thought I was gonna be locked after a year. It's like I told you, it just started thinking about maybe trying to possibly, maybe that's what we're gonna do, lock at like 17 months. So your hair looks really silky, so it's gonna take some time, but like your hair looks amazing. At the stage that you're at, I already had like some bunching from not properly braiding and banding and stuff, so you're doing good.
Oh, don't let me fool you now. I got a real disrespectful one here that I'm trying to figure out if I should pull it out and have them start over, because I don't know what happened with this one. She's like a wayward child. Like, yeah, look at that. Like, what is she doing? Like, how dare you? Everybody else is under manners and subjection, and this one right here is just like, no, I will not have it. I will not. So, I also noticed, right, that your edges are flourishing, sis.
Thanks.
They are. How do you get them to do their thing? Because I tried to do like the swoopy thing with mine, give myself some 1990s SWB baby hairs. Yes, girl, it wouldn't happen. My hair's like, no, girl, you too black for that. Nope.
so silly. Where I from them like a month ago or something like that.
Hmm.
But basically my consultant, she locked them like all consultants lock your baby hairs. But my edges, my edges or my hairline is shaped weird, and then they kind of have baby hairs, but it was like everything within that whole section were a different like a length. Each hair was like a different length. I don't know, it's just hard. So I had like little baby locks that would keep coming out, and I was already I really don't need to deal with these baby locks on these edges. It's just too much drama. Like it was just too much. So I
Yeah.
just cut them off. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them on each side that I just cut off. And I used to just get the clippers and keep them trimmed, but then I started laying them. But I just use this gel that I get from my local beauty supply store. It's like 268 or something like that. Nothing
Okay.
special.
So do you think you're ever going to grow them out, or are they not going to grow out to a length that you're going to want to lock them anyways?
No, yeah, I have to trim these baby hairs. They keep growing. They just keep growing. Like,
Oh, okay.
but I have no intentions of locking it. No.
Okay. 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 But see, that's the thing that I really love about locks, because like, even though our hair textures are so similar, right? Like there's no way. Like my hair has always rebelled against gel.
Oh,
Always.
really?
Yes, girl. When curly custard came out, that kinky curly custard, I was so excited, Day. Oh my God. Because I was like, there's finally a gel for my African hair. I finally have something that's going to like make my hair look super dope. And I'm gonna get like those S curls, and it's gonna be so sexy. Girl, when I tell you, I followed the directions to a T. I sopped my hair with water, which is the first thing that I should have told me that this isn't gonna work, because my hair does not do wash and goes. But anyways,
Oh,
I put the water in my hair, and then I went through and I was doing this method, the shingling thing, like
the
this.
shingling. Just
Yes,
like they
girl.
showed you on the tutorial.
Yes, yes. I mean, but the girl who was doing it was like 2 generations away from Becky, like just, but I'm like,
I'm so done.
but I'm like, yes, I am going to have waves. When I tell you, my hair was like, girl, pick up a book and read about your ancestry. Don't do like
No, when you try to rake it and then it just bounces back and it starts to curl. It's like that's not how it
no.
happened.
I was pissed because that kinky curly custard is not cheap. So yeah, after like literally just shoveling so much money. Hey Tasha, after literally just shoveling so much money into hair products and wigs and weaves and things of that nature, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. This is obscene. So
There's a lot of
since you, huh?
you go on the natural hair journey, I just feel like there's a lot of heartbreaks. Like,
Really?
trying to believe in this product and you try it and it just don't be working out sometimes.
But you know what? Low key, high key, people like us really should we have really had all of these struggles, especially seeing as we've never had perms. So why are we out here being product junkies like we don't know how to take care of our hair?
I'm done.
Oh my God. It was like I was really thinking about that. I was like I know what works for my hair. Like everybody's talking about how petroleum is bad for your hair and blah, blah, blah. My hair grew up on Afro Sheen, on Dax, that green blue stuff that really stunk. It was like
Yeah.
my hair loved that stuff because that's what it was used to, I mean, if you're transitioning or you're going back to being a natural, I can see how that might be different. But girl, I spent so much time, throwing away stuff that my hair actually didn't mind, trying to follow new naturals, and that was just That was not it. Now, mind
Fact.
you, if you're out there and you don't have 40-year-old hair that's like actually used to petroleum, don't put it in your hair because it ain't good for your hair. It's really not. It's actually really gross. But you know, my hair loved this stuff, and I was very confused when people were like, "No petroleum, don't put it in your hair. Use juices and berries." So,
Okay. How do you are you self-retightening right now, or are
okay,
you
Dave, don't judge me, okay? But
no judgment?
um I go to somebody to get my hair retightened um because I'm lazy. I don't really
You
have
said you go
any.
to a consultant?
I do. I'm lazy. Like I don't
Nothing's wrong with that. What's wrong with that?
because everybody out here is going and taking this class, you know, the Sisterlocks retightening class and spending all of the monies to take to better learn about their own. Yes, Twyla. Good night. Oh God. You see this? This is my life. See this? I'm trying to do a live and I've got animals in here. And Lola, get out. I'm so sorry. Okay, bye. Goodbye. No, Lola. Look at Lola looking like, no, I'm not getting out. Absolutely not.
Oh
Go.
my God,
Goodbye.
so cute.
You want her? Bye. Take Lola with you. Go. Bye. Lola's like, no, I'm not leaving. Wow. Don't bother her because then she's gonna pee on the floor. This is my life. This is what family life looks like, everybody. I'm sure some of y'all out there already know what it is. Okay, good night. Good night. So yeah, as of right now, I'm actually paying somebody to do my hair every other month. But I don't have the patience to sit down and do it myself.
Yeah,
Honestly.
there's nothing wrong with that. I feel
Yeah.
like as long as you can afford it. I mean, if I have money like that, I would definitely go get my hair done, by someone else too. But I know one time I had an unexpected expense that came up and I couldn't afford it, and I didn't like feeling like stuck that I like had
Mhm.
to be walking around and stuff. So I did take the class, and I don't mind. I just be watching you on YouTube while I retighten my hair. So
Hey, honestly though, I mean, I do think like I really should go and take the class because what am I gonna do if the zombie apocalypse happens? I won't have anybody to retighten my hair. Like, so I mean, I should take the class and learn. But just thinking about having my own hands in my head, and you can tell me if this is true or not. But how difficult is it to get to the back of your head? You can't see what you're doing back there. So how do you know that you're not retightening 5 locks at one time?
that's definitely happened to me. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta feel around. And it's terrible because I've hooked another sister lock, and then like it takes a long time doing it, and then when you realize that you hooked another sister lock, it's like now you got to spend 10 to 15 minutes trying to undo what you just did just to finish. Like it's too much.
So how long does it
So
take you to retighten your own head by yourself? Everything from
I
top to
do it
back.
usually I do it over the course of 3 days. But I
Okay.
will, of course, I stop and start, and I take a lot of breaks, and I don't go like the whole day doing it. I might say if I were to put hours on it, I'd probably say it'd probably take me 10 to 13 hours total to do it. That's
And
a
that's
lot.
over 3 days? So
Yeah.
like 4 hours a day, maybe give or take.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my gosh. Just hearing you say that, like I just got so anxious.
I'm done. Yeah, it used to get really overwhelming, but I'm used to it now.
So what do you do to pass the time? Just no, Lola. Hold on 1 second. Come on, Lola. Please do not pee on the floor. Leave the bird alone. Come on. Come. Leave the bird alone. Please don't pee on my floor. Go.
How
Go
long
on.
have you?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. This is as bad as Queen's Court, if not worse. Oh my gosh. I'm so raggedy. But I'm having a really good time. So, since we are nearing the end of our time on the YouTubes, because I'm trying to keep this under an hour long, charge it to my career in news. We're very short and sweet people. You don't have a lot of time to say a lot of things because people lose their interest after a while. You dig? So yeah. So, and actually, secret, full disclosure, I kind of gotta pee. So, so we're gonna open up the platform for any questions that anybody may have. If you guys have questions about our locks, is there anyone out there who's going to be going for their consultation? Is anybody out there going to be starting locks? Like, what's the tea, y'all? I mean, obviously it's not, this live is about you guys just as much as it is a learning experience for us. So if you guys have any questions or feedback, we'd love to hear what you guys have to say before we close out for the night.
So you say you get retightenings every other month. So like you do 8 weeks in between.
8 weeks in between, and like I kind of feel like 8 weeks may be too long. But shmoney. And the lady who does my hair, she doesn't live in Cincinnati. She comes to Cincinnati every month. And you see what I'm saying? So like it's not like I can do a 6-week schedule because she's here at only once a month. So that kind of leaves me in a position where I either have to do it in 4 weeks, which is too short, or 8. Like my hair like starts to look like it needs a retighten probably about the 6th week after yeah. So, but the way my pockets are set up, it would probably be over manipulation if I went to her every month instead of every other. So I'm actually going to get my hair retightened tomorrow. And the way I know that it's time for me to retighten my hair, I kind of go by the way it looks. And if my hair starts to look like really lion mane looking like it does right now, I know that it's time to get it retightened, because my hair is so thick that it doesn't do that like scalpy thing. So it'll still look like it has a lot of body even after a retighten. So
I was asking because for a long time when I first started, because my hair would slip a lot, I would have to go every 5 weeks, but really 5 weeks was pushing it for me. And my hair finally
whoa.
started to settle in the last couple of months. So like for me, I'm like 8 weeks going on 9 right now. And I really need to retighten my hair, but I'm like, I don't have to, rush because, my hair has settled now. So I'm just like doing too much, right?
Must be nice. Must be nice. So
But also I want to ask you because you have such a bomb bob. Like nobody else has like an actual hairstyle with their sister locks. And I know that the sister locks company they love to say like you don't have to cut your hair to get them started. But what I see a lot of people after they get their hair done, then it's more noticeable how uneven their hair is, or if they have split ends and things like that. So I personally always advise people to go ahead and get their hair trimmed. And like just because also you're paying for that length, and if you already know that you have 2 inches worth of split ends and stuff, I would say get rid of it and lower your price for installation. But so did you get your hair cut before you got sister locks or?
Well, before I got my Sisterlocks, yeah, I went and I got my hair cut. Actually, no, I'm lying. I didn't get my hair cut. I cut it myself. I I did the, what is it called? The Diva Curl method. So yeah, I did the Diva Curl method on my hair before I got it retightened. So I had like really nicely shaped like long layers in my hair before I went and got it done. So, or installed. So yeah, I read somewhere that, like people are advised to, get a nice shape to your hair before you get it installed. That way, because whatever your hair looks like before you get it installed is what it's going to look like in Sisterlocks form
Yeah.
afterwards. So
Is that Bookoo?
yeah, that's Bookoo. He's talking to himself.
What is he talking about?
Such a douche. Um, so Sips T the show has a question for us. She would like to know how long does your retie take? My retightening takes 2 hours usually from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah, from the time I get in the chair to the time I get out, it takes 2 hours. My Sisterlocks consultant in St. Louis is hella fast.
She's lightning fast. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, she's really, really fast. The lady here in Cincinnati, my first time going to her, it took her 4 hours to do my hair. But the reason why I feel like it took her that long was because I had gone over my 8 week mark and I was like pushing like 10 weeks. So she had to do a lot of that separating of my Sisterlocks, because I had a lot of marrying at the roots and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long it takes her this next time, but it'll probably, since it hasn't like, I'm on schedule, it shouldn't take her more than 2.5 hours max to do it. If it takes her longer than that, then, at least I'll know, that she just works a little bit slower. But yeah, my lady in St. Louis she didn't play. She put in her headphones and got to work. So yeah. About how long does it take you to, oh, you already said it takes about 13 hours over the span of 3 days, right? Yeah. So does it hurt like doing them yourself, or do you find that it hurts less because you're doing your own hair?
When my consultant did my hair, it didn't hurt, and
Okay.
no, it doesn't hurt. It hurt my arms for being up so so long.
I bet. But I bet them biceps though. I bet them triceps and deltoids, girl. Yes. So do you find that you get treated like differently, like now that your hair is in this style? Because I was like talking to one of my friends who has locks as well, and she was saying that Black people especially, like she kind of feels like she gets a little bit more respect. Like people don't like really, like honey dip, oh pss, 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 and try and like approach her like that. Men are usually more like hello queen and that kind of thing, where they didn't do that before. So do you find like people act differently?
That is a really good question. I can't think of a scenario where I feel like someone was treating me differently.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say I differently. No, I do get asked more questions. I definitely
Sure.
get
Yeah.
asked more questions. And people come up to me and are very excited and curious. Curious is the word that I get
Yeah.
a lot of. But it's not the same kind of like curiosity that I used to get when I used to have like if I wore Bantu knots or something like that, for
Right.
whatever reason, Bantu knots really throw people off.
Yeah.
But it's a different kind of questioning that I get with my Sisterlocks.
I think I do feel more at ease, and I feel like I'll feel a little bit more at ease with my hair this way, and I don't think that's necessarily a good or a healthy thing. When I used to wear my loose natural hair. Like I said, I always had an afro. So I would get a lot of stares. And I feel like with the sister locks, because they lay down, although they are unique, they don't grab as much attention as someone with an afro.
You know what? That's true. But you know, I had a news director who said, and you know, I really looked into it and it kind of makes sense. But he said like there was something about locks, not locks, afros, or you know, really big hair that makes non-melanated people a little bit uncomfortable because it kind of translates to them as militant. I don't know how that's anybody's problem except their own. However,
makes them feel insecure.
Yeah,
it's like a peacock that's
right.
walking around like you're proud and you despite all the European standards, you are who you are and you're proud of it and your hair defies gravity, and so it is intimidating.
Which, you know, it is in itself is very interesting because, again, why should that be anybody's problem? Why should that be the problem of the wearer? You know what I mean? Like, if it's making you uncomfortable, perhaps we should talk about why. Hair that doesn't look like yours or hair that doesn't look like the norm makes you uncomfortable, especially if that's the person's natural hair, especially if that's just what the person's hair does. You know what I mean? So... But yeah, I think that in itself is a very interesting topic that I would love to delve into more at some point when we have more time. But yeah, I just society and Black women's hair is, you know, has been a long going subject matter, you know, so yeah, there's that. So Sips T, the show says, I think that people who are about nonsense recognize that you must pay a lot for your hair and that they should not come at you with any bull. Church. That is so true. Church. But you know what though? You would think as much as it paid, as much as you have to pay to get a bag, like a bundle or two, those aren't cheap. They're really not. So again, people with their preconceived notions, you know, you could be out here, you know, living your best life, pocketing all your change like Day, you know what I'm saying? Where you don't have to spend all this extra money, but you just look expensive as hell, you know? All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight's episode. Thank you so much for joining. Again, thank you so much, Day, for joining and doing my first live with me. I'm so grateful that I have you to be my first guest on here. And I definitely want to do more videos like this. If you guys who are watching want to see more videos like this as well, please go ahead and leave a comment. Also, follow us on Instagram. You can find Day at Green Thoughts, right? Is that it?
Yep, green__thoughts. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can find me at no, that's not right. Tanika _tells_it. So thank you guys again so much for watching. As you can see, we started out with birds, but we ended up without any because, you know, they just they're a lot. They're a lot. They're like permanent 2-year-olds. They're like in their terrible 2 phases forever. So yeah, thanks again so much, guys, for doing this live with me, for watching, for tuning into this live, and thank you, Day, for joining as well. And I will see you guys for yet another video very soon. Until then, may the fierce be with you.
Thank you so much for having me. Goodbye.
Bye.